So, welcome to Midweek Medicine, where you are the medicine. And I'm here with Joe Riley at Yes You. And I'm Alice at I'm Alice on Substack. So, yeah, today we're talking about the great unraveling. And I don't know how your lives are going, but there's a lot of fast unraveling going on around us. And it's about how we can manage that, in the micro, observe it and try and be more neutral about it instead of being triggered, just try and get centered and find some peace within you if that's possible through the unraveling. The constant unraveling. But yeah, Joe, what's your take on the great unraveling?
We've got someone who's just joined us.
Sheena.
Hi. Welcome. So what is my take on unraveling? Well, as I'm going through a deep unraveling in my own personal life, as well as we are as a collective, I think it's an interesting process to go through because it feels like you're losing everything, but actually you're not really falling apart. Even though everything does sometimes feel like it could be falling apart, and there's a whole big stripping of self and stripping of things around us, and just everything sometimes feels like we're losing a lot. But I think what actually, for me, it means we're actually, coming back to the truth, coming back to, being able to shed things that actually aren't part of us, that actually aren't us anymore, and allowing, and I think at the moment we're being forced to go through a huge unraveling as a collective, and which is then obviously impacting us personally in our personal lives. So it's work, it's relationships, it's everything. There's different parts that are going through this, and I'm going through it, and I know most people that I know are going through it. And so, yeah, it's a big thing at the moment.
Yeah. And also, I don't know about you, but time seems to be going very quickly, and energy seems to be taking quite a few dips. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know about you, but I'm just feeling by the time it gets to about 4 o'clock, I'd like to have a little nap. I suddenly, it happens, it comes on really fast, and then I realize, gosh, I'm really exhausted. I need to go and have a lie down. And I never usually do that. I think I'll just give myself 10 minutes or something just to, it's really interesting. I mean, I had an unraveling a few weeks ago, a few times.
Yeah.
I don't feel as if I'm quite unraveling now. I'm just in a sort of, it just seems a bit surreal, really. So I definitely get the thing about the shedding. It's almost like loads of things don't even matter.
Well, I think, for me, shedding, we have to shed. We have to shed our old skins. We have to shed our old identities. We have to shed our generational conditioning. We have to shed our own conditioning, not even just generational, because, as a collective, we're going through this huge shift, and there's a lot, we're having our consciousness, having to evolve so we can all step into this new space. And so I think we have no choice but to start facing our generational conditioning, because we don't want to be bringing the new generation up the way some of us have had to live. The way the older generation we're living, it doesn't align anymore. It's not, the frequencies don't fit in anymore. So we have to get rid of our old generational conditioning. We have to get rid of our own conditioning that we've brought into this life so far, because we can't take it with us. We don't want to be taking it into what's coming next. And so I think, yes, there's a lot unraveling. And I mean, it's like for me, it's been a roller coaster. Some days it's like I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down, I'm letting go. Then I've got to deal with old wounds, then I've got to deal with this, and then I've got to deal with that. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. But actually, for me, and I mean, you and I have had conversations about it, to be able to sit with it and understand the process. And then you can actually see it's actually a very beautiful and powerful time to be alive, to be able to witness this in a conscious way. I think for me, I'm like, wow, I'm evolving, but I'm really having to let go of stuff I didn't even know existed. and a lot of that is generational conditioning at the moment that I'm going through. And I think, it's a very interesting thing when you can become a witness and observing it instead of, at first, I mean, it takes you by surprise, but when you sit with it and you process, like, oh, what is this actually for? What does this mean for me? Why is this showing up now? And then when we can observe it, I think then all of a sudden it's like, wow, what an interesting time to be alive, to be able to manage and be able to navigate what's going on,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel it's like a roller coaster. And then you need to get off the roller coaster, right? You can't just do rides and rides and rides because you'll feel sick. So it's almost, or you become sick. So it's like being on that roller coaster, knowing you're on the roller coaster, and then it's like choosing to get off it and have a lie down.
Take a break.
Yeah, really take a break. Yeah, and actually planning some breaks, I think. Getting out of the zone that you're in, getting out the normal space and getting into another space. Because when you go, into nature, like just taking a complete day off your computer and all of this stuff that's coming through us. I'm even feeling like the frequency of Wi-Fi and telephones, that's mobile phones, and how just being around them, I'm finding it quite draining.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. And I mean, I'm being forced not to work, not even by choice. I haven't got internet half the time. We're waiting for a new internet cable to come through. Like all these things are literally just forcing me to take a break. They're just like, you need to just allow things to move. And so for me, like, I think for my message to people is stop fighting the unraveling and surrender. And surrender doesn't mean weakness. It means it's actually wisdom. It means you're listening. You're listening to the things that are going on within you, as well as what's going on outside of us, and being able to adapt. And like you said, hey, taking a nap. You never normally would take a nap, but something's telling you need to have a nap. So have a nap. And I think, if we start doing that, I'm doing a lot of moving this morning. Before I even came on live, put some music on and I just shake and I shake and I shake, because otherwise I can feel like, oh no, I can feel things are moving. And I'm like, I'd rather just move it faster so I can be and be kind of grounded and connected.
Yeah. It's finding our own way through it. I mean, it is an unbelievable time that seems to be going on it's going very quickly, but it feels that on the other side, it seems to be going on for a long time. So it's always that duality, isn't it? Of time is going really fast. I mean, I only feel like get up in the morning and the next minute it's time for me to go to sleep again. I just feel like, but things are going pretty well. Synchronistic stuff's happening. Some things are coming into alignment, but it is definitely a roller coaster ride at the moment. And even if you don't watch the news and like the roller coaster, I mean, I don't even watch the World Cup, but that was going on. And so from what tiny tinsy bit I heard, that was a complete drama and roller coaster, it's that energetic, getting everyone's energy, all raised and then things happen. So that's the outside energy is quite chaotic.
Yes.
So definitely. That is, even though we don't even watch football, we don't do that kind of stuff. But it's still, because it's happening, everything that's happening around us, or worldwide, it's like it's actually still felt with us, isn't it? And that's quite interesting. Like we proved that a few weeks ago, didn't we? With what you were going through, and I was going through something at the same day, and neither of us knew because we hadn't spoken. It's like we are really connected on an energetic way. So if big energies are happening around the world, then it's going to affect us, even if we're not involved in it.
Yeah. And even if you don't watch the news, even if you don't read newspapers, even if you are a bit like me who lives under a rock sometimes, yes, we are one consciousness. We are one. We are connected to everything, that is living. And I think the more we actually start to understand that and come out of the human experience instead of pretending we're all human, having this spiritual experience, it's the other way around. That yes, we are going to be affected by every single thing, whether it's a war, whether it's no matter what's going on. And there's a lot going on in a lot of countries right now. There's a lot of, countries are quite disabled at the moment. They really are not, people are feeling very unsettled with what's going on. Cost of living all over the world is out of control at the moment. And so I think, that's obviously going to have effect because it's causing a lot of fear with people. It's causing a lot of lack. And these are, again, generational conditionings. These, again, are patterns that are showing up. Like, can we be in these states of what's going on and not be affected? And it's hard. It's hard not to go into fear if you haven't got money coming in at the moment. It's hard not to go into fear if you haven't got, if you're feeling lack. It's hard to, keep your vibration and your frequency high enough to know that everything's going to be fine. We've just got to get through it. We've got to just move through it and ride the roller coaster and know.
Yeah, and part of that is spending time on your own and just sitting quietly.
Absolutely.
And just really coming back in sort of calibration with yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
And actually feeling whatever you're feeling to release. And then also the connection, with other people, that you have someone or some people that you connect with, that they can relate to you, that you can relate to them, that you can get like a really, positive connection. You can be seen and heard. Because I think that's the danger that people get into. They get swept into these big emotions, and then they don't have an outlet. They don't have a support system. They don't have the connection. And that's, I think, is really key.
And I think this is a big thing, what you're talking about, these stories that we are so caught up. I mean, I had a conversation last night about these stories, how we can become such victims to our own stories. And those stories can really hold us back. They can really keep us stuck, keep us playing small all the time. They can cause so many other things that actually go on within ourselves that actually we need to be able to observe and understand what is actually a story, what is really going on in this moment, and what just needs to move and needs to be processed and let go of. And most of it is just old stuff. It's old patterns. It's old things that just need to be processed and that we've been suppressing. So it's better to rather, as with the whole collective is unraveling and the whole world is unraveling for better, I think it's better just to let it go. Let go through the process. Whether it's, whether you're feeling a bit of anger or rage coming up, whether you feel a bit of sadness or whatever wounds are whatever's showing up, it's okay. It's normal. It's life. So just allow yourself to move through it, breathe through it, give yourself the space, shake, dance, find joy, whatever it is, watch a show, like just take time out. Don't speak to anyone, go off grid for a bit, shut your phone down. Anything, absolutely anything, just do it and give yourself that permission to just stop and pause and slow down as we're moving through.
Yeah, it's like changing your energy. And so laughter, it can just shift your frequency from feeling really flat and to, changing your frequency. We all need to laugh because it really can very quickly change our energy.
Yeah.
What we need. I mean, I'm not saying just ignore what's coming up, but usually it's repetitive patterns.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's all patterns.
It's the same pattern packaged in a different way.
Yeah.
With different wrapping paper.
Yeah,
but it's the same. It's the same thing over and over. It's
and that's
almost
what
like
I always
wake up every time.
If you actually sit down and write out things and look at whatever's going on and look at past things that have also happened, you'll see the pattern. There's always patterns. And then when you that's how we learn lessons. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve, is when we can start actually noticing the patterns. And then you have the awareness to start changing the patterns and re-patterning, that's for your better self, for your higher self, as opposed to repeating the same old patterns because you're not aware of your own patterns. So I think it's very powerful, yes.
Yeah. Just sitting with it. Yeah. And pain. as well. That's always a good indicator, isn't it? You know, when we're suffering from pain, from being on our laptops for too long and concentrating, when things aren't going right, like me today. I've been uploading files and yeah, and then I just start over again. That's what you need to do. Just start over, delete, start again. And yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's actually, isn't it? It's like files, deleting files. I don't know about you, but my storage is full. Of
Mine
my
too.
all
Everything seems to be
around
full. My phone doesn't. My phone storage
phone.
is full. I'm losing
Yeah,
all my
your storage
stuff.
is full.
I'm just like, oh,
So
whatever.
I'm in delete mode as it is, you know. It's like, what is on my computer? What is on my computer? Oh gosh, that's a big file. You know,
Yeah.
just going around deleting everything.
And it's interesting because when you're forced to do it, because
Yeah,
we don't do it, we don't clean
no,
out,
we
we don't
don't.
create more space in our bodies and in our lives. And it's very important to have moments where you do a big clean out digitally, with people in your life, with relationships. We have to clean out to create the space for new. Otherwise, there's no space to actually take in anything new, whether it's energetically, whether it's physically, whether it's on our materialistically, like our phones. You physically get to a point where things don't. You have to start clearing out. And I think we need to. It's better to just clear out, to have moments like this.
Yeah, and it's quite fun. It can be quite nice to
Yeah.
declutter and get rid of clothes you don't need, paperwork, and for me, journals galore that I can just get rid of. So it's actually quite nice, actually. It's kind of, you know, once you get into the
Hello? Okay. I don't know if it's you or me. One of us is frozen. Anyway, I'll just welcome the rest of you. Sisters, Gregory, Etienne, welcome. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. I think we've lost Alice,
what
or
we don't
Alice has
want,
lost.
what we don't
Oh,
need.
there you are. You're back.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you
Or
were
it
there
was
all
me. One
along.
of us went,
It's just
disappeared.
you.
I was just saying
You
welcome to the
disappeared.
people that have joined.
But you did a really good job of returning. You were still there energetically. I still saw you. So I didn't go into panic mode. I'm on my own.
I didn't know if it was you or me, so I just
No.
welcomed everyone that's joined us.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. I didn't know what else would you like to say today?
Yeah,
Have
so
a
just
clean out, take a rest.
absolutely, and I think it's like a caterpillar isn't scared of becoming a butterfly. It just surrenders and allows ourselves to process, and it's the same as what we're going through in this human experience. Is we have to shed. We've got to become aware. We've got to face our conditionings. We've got to face our patterns. We've got to become better versions of ourselves, so that as we move into this next stage of evolution, it's going to be it's different. It has to be different. Something has to change. Okay, the old stuff doesn't work anymore. That's a fact. So we've got to step up. So we as individuals have to step up. We've got to create the space within ourselves to be able to then stand as a collective and create what's coming new for the new generations.
Yeah.
So yeah, just hang in there. Hang in there. If you're going through
Yeah,
an
and there's
unraveling,
always
hang in
new
there.
things to do. There's always new adventures you want to go on and new
Trust the
projects.
process.
So it's always about making space for the new,
Absolutely.
isn't it? So we can start letting go of thoughts and patterns and emotions and some stuff in our house and our computers. Let's all have a clean out today.
Yeah, and just
See what we can get rid of. And
relationships that aren't serving you, whether it's friendships, family, whatever it is. If there's relationships that are draining you, let go of them. And it doesn't have to be a thing. Just let it go. Let it go peacefully with love, because it's not going to change. If it's draining you, it's going to drain you. So you've got to become aware. We also get to grow, and call new people in when we let go of old relationships that aren't serving us anymore.
exactly.
And I think everything in life is a mutual exchange of energy. Doesn't matter whether it's an energetic thing, if it's an emotional thing, if it's a personal thing, it's a collective. Everything's an energetic exchange. So you need to look at, is the exchange equal? Is it a positive exchange? Does it bring value? If not, it's one-sided and it needs to go.
So after the great unraveling, we're going to have the great clearing. So Yeah, and a new beginning. I always like a bit of a new beginning. We can't stay the same. Nothing is ever the same. And we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. We never know what this evening is going to bring. We never know what's going to happen in our lives. As much as we might want to try and control it or believe we have control, we don't actually have control, do we? I mean, So, yes, well, and if not, just go and resort to some laughter. Find some friends, go and watch something
Worst
funny.
thing you can do is find some joy and laughter.
Or find some memory thing on your computer that you're getting rid of that's going to make you laugh, because old photographs or something to make you laugh today.
Yes.
And if all else fails, go and have a rest and a lie down. And tomorrow is a new day.
Big promoters of joy. So find something that brings you joy today. It doesn't matter how big, how small. Just create some joy in your life. That's it.
And actually be kind to somebody, because that always makes you feel better. When you're really kind to people, random people in the street or wherever you're going, bring a bit of joy to them, because you know what? It's immediately reflected back.
Yes.
And put a smile on as many faces. Sometimes when I drive around Bali, I'm always smiling at people, because everyone smiles here anyway. But it's just like you go around and you're just like, how many smiles can I get? And when I used to go on the back of my friend's bike, I used to wave to all the kids, and they're all smiling and laughing and so happy to connect. So I think when we connect, that is a way of filling up our heart with some joy. That connection.
Community connection is, at this moment in our lives, is so important. It's something we've lost over the years, again, through conditioning and generational patterning and all this, that we didn't need other people. We didn't need to know our neighbors. But we're going back. If you look at all the indigenous tribes, and there's so much connection. Look at Bali. There's so much connection with their communities. It's so important. So if you don't have it, find it. Find your community. Find people that will hold space for you, that will make you feel heard, that will make you feel seen. Find people that support you, that can listen, and empower you. So it's so important, definitely.
Yeah, and find some groups you can have some fun, whether it's singing, creating music together, watching films together, create your own community around you. I think that's what we need to do. And then as we do that, it expands, and then the whole world's one big community again. So.
Yes, exactly. We're going back to that. I love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on, Joe. And
thank you
for listening.
Thank you so much.
Next week.
And thank you, Sheena, sisters, Gregory, Etienne, AJ. Thank you guys for being with us. And for the ones that will watch the replay, I hope you have a magical day. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Thank you, my darling. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.